Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is a midweek what sold video in honor of Independence Day. So let's dive in. We've got 13 items on eBay and 5 over on Mercari. Unbelievable for one day, and you are not going to want to miss these. All right, guys. So yeah, 13 items on eBay for a gross profit of just over $1,000 in one day, right? This is Wednesday morning that I'm recording this for you because I know there's not a lot of sales tomorrow with the holiday weekend coming. So this was a perfect day to have ridiculous sales to tell you guys about. So we've got the 13 there, and then we have 5 over on Mercari. And those are just mind-blowing. I think, yeah, 4 of those are over $100 on Mercari. So yes, please. We'll save those ones for the end. I like to do these in order of the least profitable to the most profitable, but I think this whole video is just going to be loaded with amazing, amazing items that you want to find when you are reselling and sourcing for your reselling. So we'll start off with really small potatoes, like the smallest potato I've had in a long time. This is a Rock Band USB adapter. This little guy goes to PS whatevers because it's got the USB cable on here. And it works with Rock Band. So if you're looking for a hub for your Rock Band setup, I took an offer. I've had it for a while. I think I paid 50 cents or 25 cents at a yard sale. Anytime you can find Rock Band equipment, whether it's the guitars, the drums, of course, any games, they are a big, big BOLO, and usually you'll find them at the garage sales because people think they're just old junk, and no, there's some of those, like the 4th generation before they discontinued it. Gosh, those are probably going for like $300 to $400 now. They were going for a lot a few years ago. I haven't looked them up recently, but those are definitely on the BOLO list. But this little guy, I took an offer of $8. No, that's not a big find, but that's all right. If that's what stimulated all these sales, I am happy. The other thing I'm happy about is, you guys, I just found out yesterday I'm getting my top rated back. Cue the fireworks, because I have lost my top rated for probably 3 months now, and I know I talked about this in a previous video. So to update that, we are getting it back. We go to a new evaluation or whatever on the 20th. This is all just systematic. The system does the evaluation on the 20th, and I am currently sitting to get advanced to top rated. So, thank you. Round of applause. Thank you. All right, then we've got, now we're getting out of not so small a potato, but still quick items. This one I just listed yesterday. This was definitely a bin find, and my bins are the Amazon liquidation bins. This little guy, I paid $3. I've been sitting on it for a little while. It took me about a week or so to get it listed. That's just me. I try to list fast, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. Life. So I just listed, and it's not even this. That's something else. This little guy. Okay. So I just listed it yesterday, and it sold within hours. It's some kind of grinder. A rechargeable grinder. I don't know what you're grinding, but this will do it for you. So $3, and it sold for $25. But the best part is I get to just tape this guy up and stick a label on it. Like, I'm not going to repackage this. It's going in his box. Same way Amazon would do it. Ooh, don't drop stuff. Okay, then we've got some Dyson tools, accessories, I should say, for a Dyson. This was a thrift store find for sure. And what did I just pick for you? Dyson, where are you? Dyson box of 5. $5 at my local thrift. I mean, they're just Dyson parts. They're pretty fancy. So you have to know, of course, what Dyson you have, if it's yours. Because it doesn't say which model this is. So that's all right. I've had them for a little while, but I'm happy somebody knows what they go to, and they sold for $22. So no, it's not a huge flip, but again, I'm just happy to be stimulating the system. So definitely take those offers, because if it means that it's going to tell the next stuff to keep selling, take it. Because that, I mean, these sales have just been coming consistently for the last 24 hours. All right, then we've got a pocket knife. Sun cut. This is definitely a bin find, but I don't remember which day I got it on. Either $1 day or $3 day. I put it as 3 in my listing, in my spreadsheet, just so I can have the correct numbers. At the very end, you'll get a breakdown. So when I'm saying like $1,060 on eBay, and Mercari was actually like 600 and something. So we're talking, here, I calculated that before I hit record. All right, well, it was like $660 over on Mercari for 5 items that sold. So between the two of them, you're at 16, I'll say 1,700, because it was 1,060 and then 600 and change. So we'll say 1,700 grand total for one day. So yeah, sorry, I didn't say that, but you'll see that at the very end, the 1,700, but I don't get to keep all of that. So I've got to minus my cost of good, I got to minus the fees, I got to minus the shipping if I gave them free shipping, and I also have to minus any taxes, because in that total, the 1,060, that includes sales tax that some people had to pay. So if they had to pay tax, it's in that total. I don't get to keep it. So that number is not going to be the number you'll see at the end. You'll get an actual total of my net, take home, get to keep profit, and I give that breakdown at the end. Okay, so this knife sold for $33. He's in here in a case, sun cut. You'll see the picture up there. $33. All right. But this next one, so again with the numbers, it bases it off of the grand total they paid. So this next one only sold for $22. And he's not up here. Hubby fail. All right, we'll have to just talk about it until I find it. Western Digital, my book. This was $2 at a yard sale. Western Digital is definitely a BOLO. Anytime you can find name brand technology, computer parts, definitely look them up. This one I've had for a little while, so it went on sale. I took an offer, $22. So again, small potato, but they all add up. All of these 22s, we've already broken $100 in these 5 items that are, I call them small potatoes. That was still $100 in one day. I mean, I'll take small potatoes every day. Okay, then we're getting to some fun ones. This was a fast flip. I listed this yesterday. This was on $3 day at my bins. Brand new sealed. It actually still has somebody's address on the back. I guess I should cover that before I show it. So this will go into an envelope and I'll reship it so that it doesn't have that person's address on it. So $3. This guy sold for $42. So somebody told me in the last video I sold a 23andMe DNA kit from the bins, and they said that 23andMe is going out of business and it's going to drop in value. Hubby looked it up because I'm like, that stinks if it's going out of business, because I personally used it and I get updates all the time of my new DNA whatever and my new relatives living off in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where they are. But it's super interesting to have that as a back float, I don't know what to call it, of your ancestry. And it would stink if it went out of order and out of business and you lose all that information. Like, no. So they got bought out. Yes, they filed bankruptcy. Yes, they had their issues, but somebody went in. I think he said it was a previous owner or something. I don't know. Somebody bought them out. So they're not going anywhere. You'll still have access to your 23andMe's, as well as your ancestry DNAs. I don't know why I picked 23andMe over them. I don't know. I guess just pick the one that works for you. So this guy sold for $42 in 24 hours. That's how quick. And there's a couple more that are even faster. So this next one on the list, I'm going to save to the end because there's one item that I listed multiple quantity. I found some on $3 day and then another handful of them today. And I put them into lots. So one buyer, I don't know if he's a reseller, puts them on Amazon, or if he just hoards them, or I don't know his purpose, but he bought them all. So that one is a killer sale. Definitely the sale of the day when I do the math of all the lots that he bought. So I'm going to save those for the end. But we did get this good one over here. This was a bin find on Friday. So this was $15 day. And I love these textbooks, okay? These educational textbooks. This one's a National Electrical Coding book, 2023. And it has this other little mini book that goes with it. It is brand new, still sealed. I will put him back into his little bubble paper here. Oof. And he sold for $70. Yeah, I'll take 15 into 70. No, that's not huge profits on $15 day. I know I talk about this a lot, that you want to make sure that your margins are big enough when you're spending 15 on these items. But knowing that these are fast sellers, I'll take smaller profits. Totally okay. And it was also a really poopy day at the bin. So I was happy to have found that. And I just got that 4 days ago. Whatever my math is. Half a week ago. Okay, then we've got... Sure, I get my arm workout with these. Okay, next up, we're about to get to $100. So this one is a Panasonic DVD combo player. I love my combo players. These are hot, they sell fast, and they sell consistently. This one may have even been in a video. I don't remember. So it would have been an estate or a garage sale for $10. Panasonic. Anytime you can find the combo players with remote, that is the key. Have the remote or expect to pay for one. And I did that with the last one that was in the last video. I didn't find the remote. Ordered one on Amazon for $10 and included it. So if I'm buying it for $10, I don't want to spend another $10 on a remote. That's not ideal. But in this case, it came with it. I paid $10 and it sold for $98.90. So yeah, just under $100 for a combo player. Those are probably my hardest to ship. I get asked shipping questions all the time. That's why I'll mention it. But I do keep boxes that are 22 by 18 by, I think it's 8 is the height. Those are my combo boxes. I buy them on Amazon and use them strictly for my combo players. You can also use recycled boxes. Totally fine. But I highly recommend Pool Noodle. I get Pool Noodle at my garage sales, at my thrift store, and of course you can buy them at the Dollar Tree. So buy some Pool Noodles, and they make perfect packing for these corners. I've only had one, knock on wood, one issue or one broken shipping. So otherwise, I am pretty good at shipping these combo players and making sure that they make it. So don't let them scare you. Just make sure you have big boxes, and that's all that matters. All right, then we've got, now we're breaking 100. No, we're still at 98 plus tax. Okay. Oops, sorry, spoiler. Okay, Seagate. This box was at the bins, $15 day, stuffed in the back. So I grab it, open it up, and it is a brand new sealed hard drive. 4 terabyte Iron Wolf Pro. So this guy, the buyer is a 0 feedback, so it kind of makes me a little nervous, but it's sealed. So if he throws whatever bananas that it's been used, he is baloney. So I'm happy to get it sold. It sold quick. I think this was 2 weeks ago. Paid $15 and it sold for $98. So again, almost $100. This is where we're getting to the good stuff. All right, this one blew me away. I told you these sales, I can't even put them in order of the best, the least to the best, because there's so many best that, yeah, just mind blowing. Okay, this guy right here. This was a local thrift find. I just got this on Monday, 2 days ago at my local thrift. And it is a chest pack. I don't know what you put in it, honestly. Like, it's not big enough for like a bladder like you put in your camelbacks. But it opens up and you can put your phone. I don't know. I guess, like, I wouldn't even see putting rifles or weapons into it. I don't know. So you hold, maybe is it bulletproof? No. I don't know what you would use this for. It's very big and I'm guessing it would be very hot. Like, to go on a hike carrying this, you're going to overheat. I don't know. To each their own, right? So it looks almost like a bulletproof vest, but it's not. So this is the back that's all mushy. That's the front. I mean, I guess you can wear it backwards. Doesn't really keep it safe, because then people can reach into your back. All right. Enough talking. So it's called West Slope Gear. Has the name here. And it is brand spanking new, you guys. I got this at my thrift for $1.50. We'll say $2 for this backpack. And this chest pack just sold for $150. There were 0 available and like a dozen sold. So it's a hot item that nobody can find. Apparently, there's none listed. And I had it. So the last one that sold for $150, they were ranging from like $120 to $150. But knowing I had the only one, people are going to pay that top price. I'm not going to price gouge and go to $200 or anything crazy. I was just matching with the highest price that it sold for, knowing that I have the value because I have the one. So $150 plus shipping. And you guys, this is going to go into a poly mailer. I know hubby might correct me because he's like, oh, but it was $150. It's still not breakable. It's a backpack. So it'll probably, maybe I'll double bag it to bring him joy. But poly bag for sure. And unbelievable. $150 for a $1.50 backpack. Okay, then we've got, all right, you guys ready for the creme de la creme of my eBay sales? Let's go ahead and throw this one in there because there's a couple like amazing ones on Mercari. So this, like I said, this video is just packed with amazing items. And I've said amazing 7,000 times. Okay, so again, these little Moen single handle tub replacement cartridge. I don't even know. I don't have to know, right? That's the perk of this business. So Moen, of course, is the top brand. These came out on $3 day. Sorry, $3 day. And I started finding 1, 2, 3. I'm like, okay, let me just keep grabbing them. Because anytime you can find multi-quantity, do it, because you're only going to have to list it one time. If I find 5 of them, I can just say I have 5 and list them at their roughly $25 a piece is what they're worth. So I'm like, okay, I'll pay 3 for that. That's the same thing I did when I found all those vitamins. Those, I don't remember the brand right now, that I was selling consistently. I only had to list it once. Sometimes I'll bundle them. It's free shipping. They're only worth 25 bucks. I don't want to ship each one individually. I'd rather put it as a lot for 3 for 75 and just ship it to one person. I hope that makes sense. So as I'm finding these, I ended up with 13 of them on $3 day. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and do a 5, a 5, and a 3. The going rate of these are about $25. So I listed them at $25 a piece in a bundle, took a few bucks off, because someone's buying a whole bunch of them and I only have to ship it to one person. So someone sent an offer. I just listed these yesterday. Like, today is Wednesday, dollar day. I just got these yesterday. I listed them and someone sent an offer of 110 and he wanted both sets of the 5s that I had. So it was $220 for 10 of them. So what I say, $3. So that's 30 into 220. Yes, please. So then I do my favorite thing and I message him saying, hey, by the way, I noticed you like these. I have another set of 3 that are listed. I will match your offer. So his offer ends up being $22 a piece instead of the 25 that they go individually. Again, yes, he's getting a great deal. Yes, he could be a reseller. I'm fine being the middleman. Totally fine. I paid $3 and they were selling for 22 each, all going to the same buyer in Phoenix, Arizona. It's only going 300 miles, not even 150 miles from home, roughly. I'm in Tucson, they're in Phoenix. So like, oh my gosh, I can almost throw these to his place. That's how close it is. So shipping is going to be very cheap. And I love sending it all to one person. So then today, I'm at the bins this morning before recording this, and guess what I find? 5 more. So now we're at $5 for 5 of them. Quickly, I message this guy. I am in the store messaging this guy to tell him, hey, I got 5 more. Go ahead and send another offer. Let me relist it, and you can have 5 more. Sure enough, within an hour, he buys the next 5 for another $110. So I did the math before filming. Good job, Jen. Okay, so we paid $44 for all 18 of these, okay? Because when I take the 2 sets of 15, those 2 sets of 5, the set of 5 today, that's 15, and then the 3 that I also had the individual. So, what? Yeah, 30, hold on, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, yeah, 18. Is that what I said? 18 items, $44. I need another sip of coffee. Hold on. Okay, so $44, and the grand total of all 4 lots, 3 of the 5s, 1 of the 3, for a gross profit of $440. Stop it. Unbelievable. Epic, epic, epic find. Like, epic. I kept looping the store this morning to see if I can find any more, because these are an absolute sleeper that no one else was grabbing. Except now, if you watch this video and you go to my bin store, yeah, you're going to ruin it. But that's all right. There's enough to share. So these little Moens, 120, 1, 2, 2, 2, and there's some Bs and then there's regulars. But when you look at them, they're identical. I don't know what made the B a B, because they're both brass. So that B probably stands for brass. But even in the listing, I listed them and told him that there's some with the B, some without the B. It didn't matter to him. They're still worth about 25 each when I individually list them. But it was much more sense to go ahead and bundle it all up, ship it to one person, and still make $440. Minus the 40 I shipped, that's still a $400 profit. Wow. Okay, sorry. That just brings me so much joy because that is the ride, that is the thrill, that is the excitement of what we do when you find things like that. Like, unbelievable. Okay, so that wraps all of the eBay side. Now let's hop over to Mercari, where we have 5 more items. I know, 5 more. So before I hop over there, real quick, 2 shout outs down in the description. BOLO list. Be on the lookout. I've got a free list, a free gift. Grab it down below. Top brands to find as a reseller. I made this list probably a couple years ago, but I put very steady items that are consistent sellers no matter how old it is. Those are the items you want to buy, because I don't want to go in and say, oh yeah, buy Ancestry DNA when these values are going to change all the time. So right now it's worth $40, but next year it might be worth 10. Like, who knows? So no, that doesn't go on the list, but the stuff that is your consistent sellers, that is on the list, and it's completely free. And then I also have a spreadsheet. Desert dashboard. Sorry, I had to think before I say it. The Desert dashboard is my personal spreadsheet that keeps track of all of my sales, all of my miles, all of my deductions, all of my returns, all of my numbers, all in one sheet. And I know there's a lot of people that struggle with trying to keep track of their inventory, trying to make sure they keep track of their inventory and not waste time having to do it multiple times. So have one spreadsheet, and this is the one that you want to grab. So $10 off. Use coupon code DESERT10 in the description. Is a link to it. And it's a one-time purchase, no subscription. So once you own it, it's yours. It's in your Google Sheets, so you have access to it for the rest of your life. Like, yeah. And when I send updates, you get that for free. So I had a 24 version last year. Now I've got the 25 version. When I do a 26 version, you will get that one for free too. So I want to support these items. If you do decide to support me and buy one of those spreadsheets, I will be with you the entire way. Okay, so this guy here. This is banned on eBay. Don't list it on eBay. It is a Seresto dog vitamin. I don't know. Flea? I think it's a flea thing. Yeah, a flea tick something. Okay. So I put it on Mercari, $3 day. I just got this yesterday and it sold really quick. I took an offer. I need to get rid of it, right? I'm not buying things to store it. If you're going to buy it within minutes and okay, maybe I don't take an extra $2 or $3, who cares? Someone's getting it. Someone's dog is going to be saved to fleas. Let me do a good deed. I took an offer of $20.70. Yeah, I think they paid for shipping too. So I paid $3. I'm not in it to make $1 million. Like, that just paid for an extra coffee. You know I need it. Okay, now we're going to get into the big ones, all right? Let me see if I can put these in order. Okay, so the next one, I love these. I've sold these last week. You guys got to see them. This is another one you cannot list on eBay. Okay? And it's these Pure Wick external catheters. I don't know why these are so popular. Like, I don't even know if I want to know why these are so popular, but they're a medical device. So no, you cannot list them on eBay. But these are brand new external catheters. I said that. And they sell fast, very fast, within like 2 days of listing them. So I sold a set last week. Yeah, it was just in the video. I think I just shipped it on Monday. So it would have been in the last video. I took an offer of $120, right? So now I list this one, same thing. I took an offer of $126. I paid $8 for this box. This was an $8 Sunday find, and I took an offer of $126. So again, I'm fine being a middleman if this is getting resold or whatever weirdness someone's going to do with it. I'm hoping it's just going to a medical need, right? But what else would you do with it? I don't know. But it does say that it expires July 2025. So yeah, next, or technically it's this month. So they've got a month to use them. I don't think you're going to explode if you use it past the expiration date, but that's probably why they got pulled from Amazon, is because it's so close to the expiration. But we're not there yet, so it's still good. And $126? Yes, please. Okay. Then we've got... All right, let's stay in order. Okay, this next one. Okay, this one has to give a huge shout out to having amazing friends that know you are a reseller. So there's a group of friends that I'm always at the sales with every week. You probably see them in videos. And they had these items. And they're like, Jen, I've got some cameras. I don't sell cameras. They are more into antiques and things like that. So they're like, I've got some cameras for you. Do you want them? I'm like, well, sure. I mean, even if they sell for $10, like, he's like, I don't want anything for it. They're completely free. I'll bring them over. So he brings them to me on I think it was Saturday. It was a sale I didn't film at. It ended up being awful. So it's a good thing I didn't film there. So he brought them to me on Saturday. I listed them Sunday because you guys, these cameras were amazing. I went ahead and messaged them. They were looking for a trail cam because they're getting a lot of javelina. Their community is gated, and these little javelinas, if you don't know what it is, definitely Google it. Javelinas are like wild pigs. They're weird and stinky and obnoxious, and then they eat your plants and your planters. They're evil. They're just icky and evil. So they're wild, and they are roaming around our desert, and they're getting some into their community. And I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get you one of my trail cams. So I pull one from my inventory. It's worth like $50, but you guys, they gave me 2 amazing cameras. So again, I'm happy to help other friends out. They're helping me. I help you. Scratch your back. You scratch my back. I'll scratch yours. Be friendly with your reselling friends because there's enough stuff in the world to help each other, and you can pay it forward. Like there's another friend that I resell with. I don't resell with, like we'll call him a coworker, right? And I've mentioned him in a couple other videos too, so I don't know if he watches this, but cracks me up. So I found some video games, and I'm like, Jen, stay in your lane. I was trying to test these consoles. They weren't working. I'm like, no, let's give it to somebody who knows how to fix them, that knows, like, let him make a few bucks. So I sold it to him for what I paid for it, and maybe next time he sees something for me, he'll pass it my way. Okay, so this guy here is a Canon PowerShot ELPH 115. It had the battery, it's got a memory, it's got the charger. You guys, I listed this for $200 is what I listed it for. On Mercari, I took an offer of $160. I paid $0, and someone's going to get a really good deal on a really good camera. I mean, come on, $160. Yes, that's like 20% discount. Come on, I don't need to hoard it. Let's get it going. There's no reason to have to hold out for what, maybe $20. Like, no, I want to give people a good deal, knowing I got a good deal. $160 is still an amazing profit. All right, and I just tucked it in this little bag here to keep it safe. I don't think I put that in the picture. No. So this is just to keep it safe. I'll ship it in that just for extra little bonus. It's kind of it's not a good bag, so that's why I didn't put it in the pictures. Okay, then we've got, the last one over on Mercari. And this was a Goodwill find. This was actually a Phoenix Goodwill find. We were in Phoenix for Libby's dance competition over, when was this? Spring break-ish? Probably. So it was a couple months ago. I paid $40. And then after I paid, I remembered, Jennifer, you're in Phoenix. They have a coupon. Goodwill in Phoenix has a 20% off coupon, and I forgot about it. Because our Goodwill, Southern Arizona, does not have a coupon. So, oh well. At least I still made my money back. All right, it is heavy as can be. So it's going to be a doozy to ship, but it pays to have big boxes. So it's a Logitech fancy wheel. It's the G29 driving wheel. And they messaged and asked if it works for PS5. I have no idea. So ChatGPT, type it in there. Does the G29 go with PS5? And he said yes. So he said because it's a USB adapter, this goes to all the PSs, the PS whatevers, and computer. So it can go to all those devices because it's a USB. So thank you, ChatGPT, for answering the question. I mean, I'm sure he could have also Googled it, but I love using ChatGPT. So it's got the wheel, it's got the shifter, and it's got the pedals, and it sold for $188. Wow. All right, I forgot one more thing on Mercari, you guys. So this was a really good find. Friday, I told you at the bins, was awful. They ended up not getting a shipment. So it was very small stuff there that I was grabbing on Friday. So my friend and I went to Tucson and went to another bin store just to see if we could find anything, knowing we were not first. Like, we're now 2 hours into that day, and I still found this amazing item. So I had the base box with it, and I'm like, okay, well, what is it? And tested it, and it worked. It's one of the fancy hairdryer tools, you guys. So it's the one that, it's kind of like the Shark. It's like the Dyson. I have a Shark, but I don't have any of his attachments. Maybe I should have kept this. Oh, well. So it's got all the little attachments to curl. It's got a fun little storage bag. I paid $15, and it sold on Mercari for $140. So, yes, I mean, sorry I forgot to include that, but let's go ahead and throw that in there, you guys. And I am just blown away with how many sales right now and how consistent these are to keep keep the business going. So hopefully you learned. I hope you guys have a safe and happy 4th of July. Please make sure you stay safe. If you're going to the festivals and all the fireworks, just be careful of the crazy drivers. I think we're just going to stay in, go to family, go swimming, and just stay local, because even going to these small town things, they scare me. They're too people-y. I'm afraid I'm going to lose a kid, get stuck in traffic, get hit by a firework. I don't know. But no, thank you. So we will stay in, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Thumbs up the video if you liked it, just to tell YouTube you did, and let me know down in the comments what your plans are for the 4th of July, because I love to hear what other people's traditions are. Do you do your own fireworks? Do you go to the town or city fireworks? Or do you just stay in and go to bed? So let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.